Okay.
Good afternoon, it's Sutton Sewer Commissioners' monthly meeting, June 13th, 4 PM. And we'll open up with all the members attending. We'll start with the approval of last month's meeting, which actually was April 11th meeting. And everybody has a copy of that, I believe. I know, I read it already.
Yeah, I make a motion to approve the minutes of the April 11th meeting.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Meeting's approved. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
All right, we have some abatements.
So we have two abatements for new tie-ins that got billed too early.
Okay,
When we set them up as a vendor in our system, they just so happened to get set up as a new tie-in our system, and then we billed. It just was
Accordingly.
too, yeah, so it just got billed too.
They weren't
Too
occupied
early.
yet, is what.
Yeah.
Right. Here's how neat Amanda's book always is.
One of them is that Northbridge dwelling house.
What's that?
One of them's that Northbridge dwelling.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at the name and
Yeah.
yeah, okay. I was wondering,
Yeah.
I take it that one's not tied in to
Did-
to the house, yeah? Well, it's in the
No.
house, but it's not. no.
Inside, there's no plumbing work to it. Here you go.
Thank you.
Okay, next we'll ask a little follow-up on our Depot Street generator.
As we speak, it's, the generator's missing in action.
Missing
We
in
were supposed to have
action?
it delivered this day, and, we don't know where it is, so.
Okay,
It's been a
shipped.
fun day.
It's shipped, but we don't know where it is, so.
all right.
But it's definitely,
We have a warranty, right?
yeah. So that's the status on that.
Okay,
And once that gets in, then we'll be coordinating the, installation with, Well Power and Eversource. You guys are getting installed, so.
sounds good.
Just a quick question.
Yes.
Is there gonna be any downtime on that, or is it, you're gonna need a portable generator in the meantime, just?
No, what I'm doing is I'm coordinating everything all at once. Eversource will run the line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, and we've got the crane operator there on the same date. We'll be moving the old one, installing the new one, so I'm looking at a one-day installation.
But the old one still can generate for a while?
Oh, yes, definitely, yeah. Matter of fact, it ran, we had
Lights out?
yeah, we had one just last week we did, and I think it was running for 8-9 hours, beautiful, you know what I mean, so, But I just was gonna wait to see when Eversource can schedule it. That's what's all contingent upon. Because again, I have to schedule the contractor, I have to schedule the crane operator and everybody else there. You know what I mean? At the same time. So
What do you do with the old one? Is it standby or is it,
scrap.
you scrap it?
1972. Can't even get no. You know what I mean? We were taking parts off Blackstone Street when we replaced that one, and we took some parts off of there for the Depot Street one.
That's the original.
That's the original, right? Yeah, both of them. So this is the last of them of the old generators. So
You don't wanna see it at your house.
you won't.
All right, and John, will you give us an update on WPI research?
WPI met with myself, the town planner, and James Smith there Monday, the 11th, and he just gave Jim an update prior to being on the selectmen's agenda for the 19th of June. He'd be giving a PowerPoint presentation at that time there. The only thing what came up is the location of the pump station right now. I mean, you know, if we're gonna be going out to do a design, we need to know where the pump station is going. I mean, right now, we talked about 5 Singletary Ave, which the town owns. The WPI is saying that the better location is on Boston Road, you know, going down there. That's what they're in. So I guess the town's gonna be talking to the McGoverns who own the property, see if they'd be willing to turn over parcel of that entrance for the proposed pump station. I guess the only concern is that they don't want to landlock the property, and we can design that to a point, whereas they'll still have their access, you know, on there.
Not too close.
Right.
How wide is that? Is it 70 feet wide? That,
Geez, I don't even want to say this. I really don't know. To be honest with you, it's you know.
look at, oh,
You know, again, I mean, we can put it horizontal, vertically. I mean, we got room on regards to the.
How you position it?
Yeah, right. Yeah, so it doesn't. That's. You know, I think we need at least 30 feet, 40 feet. I
Will
believe,
that
right?
information be known before the selectmen meeting? Which one we're gonna pick?
The way that we left the meeting there, I believe the town is gonna invite the McGovern property owners to the meeting.
Oh,
And
okay.
probably discussed at that meeting there right now.
Oh.
And again, I mean, this whole project's not contingent upon that. We still have, you know, our site up on Singletary Ave.
Then going out to
Yeah.
bid.
Yeah.
Right,
as well.
yeah, right. Well, that's the big thing that, you know, that's the next step, is to get everything on, get the plans on paper and, you know, going out to bid.
that's the meeting of the 19th, you said?
Yes, of this month.
Of this month.
Yeah.
Still around.
Okay, so it's,
So again, I mean, the offer's out there for commissioners if you'd like to go to the meeting.
right, we'll get our latest update on June 19th at the selectmen's meeting
Right,
from WPI,
right,
any proposals. And hopefully we'll have the information on Boston Road too.
right, right.
Allow
Well, we
us to
can't
move-
move forward till we exactly find out where.
That location is.
That location, right. I mean, that's gonna specify, you know, definitely impacts the design, you know, and that question needs to be yet to be determined in regards to that.
Okay. Any other discussion on WPI? Next one is, any updates on new construction, Donald? I noticed we starting to build that thing there at the end of Whiten Road, Main Street, right at the corner.
Yeah, our man charge is that's gonna be office buildings. There's, I don't know how many units, based upon the square footage up there. I think there's about, three office buildings there or something going there.
4.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Mhm.
And of course, now getting back into Wilkinsville area, we got the Galaxy project moving.
Yeah.
You know, I guess, you know, all they're doing is all the drainage and they're doing the sewer, you know.
Just to get ready, huh?
Just, yeah, doing all the underground utilities and that, and they've yet to sit down with the water district, I guess. I mean, there is allotment for that project, and I know they have issues about their grease trap and things like that needs to be addressed in that there, so.
But
I
their,
mean-
their building plans has been approved as far as the lot.
Well, their plan's been approved. I mean, speaking with the building inspector, he has yet seen the, you know, copy of the plans yet, so, I mean,
Okay.
but I mean, through the planning board and all that, yes, you're
Yeah.
correct, yes.
Well, looks like we're moving forward, that's great to hear, for both sides, really, for the Manchog system as well as,
The question is, does Wilkinsonville have enough water to give them?
Well, I guess with the lobbying in this phase here, that's all part of the, they're already committed, you know, for the expansion of this particular phase. And I believe they still have the third phase, which is, you know, whether it's gonna be a Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever, talking about coming to town, so, this is really the second phase of the, three-phase project.
okay. I see that all our manholes got fixed up nicely with the new road pavement on Putnam Mill Road and
Yes.
Main Street. That's nice. Okay, so we have anything, the Depot Street generator update now, that one there is, you said lost in shipping, right?
Right.
Okay, so we're delaying that one off. Okay, next on the agenda would be any correspondence? We gotta get a bigger mailbox, okay?
Well, the man's just went out for the Route 1 May billing.
Okay.
Those are due by end of the month, so.
The notice of, from Northbridge Water, starting to do, monthly billing, Northbridge and Whitesville Water, is
Is
that
it
gonna
gonna-
affect how we handle that particular small group of people?
No,
No?
no.
You just have to
Because we can
accumulate
still
them?
get the same, we can get the readings
The same,
the same way, yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's only Gilmore and I think one house on Huff Road.
Yes,
It's
only,
not much.
it's both Northbridge and Whitesville doing it, though.
Yeah, it's senior center.
Okay. Moving on to old business. We had some discussion last month about municipal assessment to municipal buildings for sewer rates. There was a limited discussion of what we had found out. There was only a few towns near us. And we realized that anything we find out really wouldn't play a role until next year's budget anyways, which would be back in January, February of next year. But are we following up on any other towns, Donald, other than just the Uxbridge and Northbridge ones we know about?
Well, I mean, I don't know how far you wanna really broaden it, I mean, how far
Well,
we go, I know Kyle did some,
I
little
talked to
research.
Uxbridge
Yeah,
and,
yeah, I believe there's two in the area.
and Auburn, but I don't, see, they don't have a treatment plant either, so.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
go
just
directly
strictly
into-
water
they
use.
go right into-
Yeah, yeah. I guess, I mean, I'm, you know, just inform the board here. I mean, right now, we're talking about minimum uses, minimum bills. But, I mean, looking into the future, I mean, I mean, you know, Larry even spoke about it, and I kinda agree with that. When we start expanding this to the center, up here, we start
Well,
talking about the
this-
town hall,
this-
start talking about the school. I mean, you
They're
know,
gonna have-
right now, I mean, what we were talking about is, we're talking about minimum bills right now.
Right. And
But,
this-
I mean, looking in the future, it's a good time to be discussing it like it's now.
Well, I think that's why this entire conversation came up, was because if the plan goes forward with the center of Sutton, with the town hall and the school system getting on board, there should be some kind of a understanding of what direction we're going and what we need to have. I mean, we, as a school department, gonna have a free ride through the sewer system? And, you know, they pay out a lot of money for just to maintain their own system now.
Right.
That could be a big impact on the other users.
Yeah, no, you're
And
absolutely correct.
especially when there's not every single resident in town of Sutton paying, they're paying for the school department, but they're not paying for all the sewer and water.
Right.
So, I
mean,
think that's why that information is important to have as we progress.
I mean,
Still
I'm-
maybe 2 years down the line, but,
Right. Well, I mean, we looked into maybe about 12 different communities so far already, and then we got about 2. I mean, if you want me to broaden it out, I'll broaden it out. I really didn't get a hold of the city of Worcester. I haven't got anything that, you know, got to that extreme. I mean, I don't know how far you wanna go from me.
Grafton was the only one I found that charged. So
Yeah.
I got that, I remembered that.
Yeah, I believe there was 2 that we came across, so. I mean,
what
whatever.
was
the board
there an
wants.
answer on Millbury?
Yeah, Sutton pays one.
I think, no, I talked to Mary Krumsky about that, and she was gonna tell me, she told me that, Geez, it's been such a long time ago.
Well, I
can't
feel like-
remember, but I think she said they don't get charged.
Well, yeah, you're right, maybe for the sewer, but you gotta clear, Aquarium's a private water district.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true.
That's true, so, I mean, they are paying their
They're
water
gonna pay
bill.
for that.
Right, yeah, they
Right,
definitely have to
right.
pay for their water. Now, so the question is whether or not they're being assessed the sewer.
Right.
You know, on that there.
Well, this is my own personal, we can vote on if you like, but I personally think that, like, we could have Kyle as being the clerk, we could have him just get a list, just write the name down, the town down, when we get the answer, what is the answer?
okay, yeah.
And let's come up with at least 6 towns, even if we have to add
Go a little
a city or
stretch it
bigger
out a
place than
little
us
bit,
in it, and see what it is, so we have it when, and again, we're talking a year and a half away before we'd even
We have
probably
to
need to
worry
even
about it,
consider
right.
worry
No,
about it.
it's gonna happen.
But it's been on our agenda now for 3 months. We can move it on, be part of our portfolio, know what direction we're going in. And it's not that we want to do it, it's just we want to know the information.
Well, it's
And
brought up by
as the town grows, it could be more and more.
Well, the school's definitely gonna save a big amount of money if they ever hook up to that system, but I think they're gonna have to still pay a use fee, just for this, because they won't have any metered water.
Right.
It's just gonna be a minimum charge,
Well, that's what needs
And
to
how do
be
you know,
discussed, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Don't
And
they
you-
run
but-
the toilets and stuff in the school with gray water?
Gray water,
Yeah, they
use,
do.
that's correct, yeah.
So how are they
do.
gonna do that if it's all coming down the road?
That's right.
Yeah, well, these are the questions we need to,
Yeah.
need to address.
They still don't drink the water, so.
Yeah.
They-
Okay. Well, I recommend to the
we have to
commissioners
have-
that we
Yeah,
not necessarily need to worry about when we get the answers, but
we should have a plan in place.
2 years from now, all of a sudden it gets thrown in our face and all of a sudden
Yeah.
the school system's on our system and getting a free ride, or all the other municipalities when other towns are paying for it, so. Again, only in the efforts of keeping our rates in line and so forth, and being fair, general fairness, that's
Yeah.
all.
Yep. That's a very fair assessment, all right?
Okay. Under old business, I just had a side note on our enterprise fund. We got our answers last month about that,
Right.
correct? And I see that we did get the copy of the current budget. That was all printed, right?
Right.
So that's, because we didn't have that when we had our meeting last time, right? So, we're set with that.
Well, Mr. Chairman, my question is this, is now with the end of the fiscal year coming up, is this gonna be a yearly request from the commissioners to get the retained earnings we did for our
I
current
would-
budget?
Well, I think we can take that into consideration as a vote. If you guys,
We should get it.
I personally would like the recommendation that we do get it on an annual basis.
Right, yep. Well,
And why don't we vote on that? Someone wants to second that motion?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, all right.
Can you
So-
can you say the motion again?
Yeah, the motion would be to request from the,
Be provided, yeah. I don't think we have to request it, they should do it automatically.
Well,
okay, but we're gonna make this part of our commissioner's rules. We'll add this to our booklet, one of the rules. The commissioners shall receive an annual report of the enterprise fund from the appropriate department, which is the
Count.
retain earnings
treasure,
for the,
retained earnings report. From the appropriate department, so that'd be, we don't wanna put person's name, so it'd be treasurer or whoever might give it to us.
town accountant.
Town accountant. So,
You know, just listen, that will not be ready for the early July. He usually closes the books like in the second, third week, so
Right.
we'll probably get that report in August. You know, when the books, because the books are still was it 2 weeks, Amanda? I think keeps it open. So,
Well,
we
yeah,
meet by
he
then.
won't even, and he's on
It's a
vacation till the
fiscal
end of July too,
Right.
so he won't, he probably won't even get that till
August.
the August, meeting.
Okay. So, what you could say, Amanda, in this amendment to our, thing to, the commissioners receive a report in approximately August of each year
Sure.
for the previous year ending. That by using the word approximately, we won't have to worry about if we get it that month or the month before
Right.
or the month after. And I'd recommend putting that on our calendar event to review it.
Right.
So you can put it either, well, you can pick any month you want, August or September.
Okay. I'll jot that down, make sure it gets done.
All right, anything else under old business? Anyone want to bring something besides me old up? I'm working on it, working on the haircut. Gonna happen on my 70th birthday, see what happens.
What birthday?
My 70th,
70th.
yeah,
My gosh, you're a puppy.
gonna happen.
Wait till you hit your 80th.
Only because it'd be a free
Wait till you
haircut.
hit your 80th.
All right, so moving on from there is new business. And Donald already gave us an update on new companies coming in. Anything at all, Donald, on new?
Well, on new business, I gave the commissioners a report from the DEP inspection report.
Yes,
I
we-
gave that to you.
last-
I'd just like to touch up on that a little bit, and, that inspection report doesn't get much better than what you see. I mean, they were very, overwhelmed by, the support of the commissioners in the community in regards to our upgrading of our, SCADA system, of our, actuators and motors, of our impeller that we've replaced in our generators. And, that's basically a reflection upon the commissioners, town administrator, and the, finance committee. And I just wanna, make that known that, when they come to do the inspection report, that's the first question: how old is this piece of equipment? How old is that piece of equipment? You know what I mean? Where you're going? You know what I mean? Next year, the year after, and so forth. And we were ahead of the game on every aspect of the inspection. And they even went out in the streets and we popped manholes in regards to generating the lines, cleaning the lines, and that. And they were very well impressed and all that. So I just like it's a tip of the hat to the commissioners and to the staff. So.
Well, yes, definitely to the Sutton Sewer, yourself and the members of the staff, because the report we're referring to is May 1st, 2018.
Right.
Where the inspection was done in April, and everything did come out very good. Our expert over here would tell us more. I'm not a plumber, so
Once it
But-
leaves the house,
it is very good to see that everything was running smoothly, and the new equipment played a big role in getting those good reports,
Absolutely right.
correct?
110% right. That's
So-
what it's all about.
For those that, wondering why we're getting new equipment, it's because the plant is aging.
Almost 15 years already.
15 years, yeah. It's amazing how time goes by. Okay, that's excellent. Anyone else, any members with anything on new business? All right,
Just look
I
at my
would,
calendar, and the
the
next meeting
calendar-
will be July 11th.
July 11th. That seems late, but that is the second Wednesday, I think, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so July 11th, 4 PM. It's written down. That'll be our next meeting. And without any other ado, anybody would look for a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
aye.
All in favor? Aye. Meeting adjourned at 4:25 PM. Thank you.